Hello, my name is Ashanwa. Welcome to LAJA. This is a channel dedicated to relaxed hair, my tips, and my journey as I regrow my relaxed hair after a setback in 2023 due to poor mental health and just overall neglect. I share my journey with you, so if that's something of interest, please subscribe and follow along the journey. Today's video is going to be about how to have burn-free relaxer hair days. So if your relaxer is coming up and you're someone with sensitive scalp that's prone to getting burned, or burning your hair is the norm, I come here today to share tips with you to remove that out of your reality. And I just want to let you know that having burns when you relax your hair is not normal. Your scalp is not meant to be on fire while you're relaxing your hair, and that's a sign that something is wrong. So, a few culprits that could be the case for why your hair is always burning is, number one, you're using a relaxer that's too strong for your hair. And I just want to let you know that stronger is not always better. So that's going to be one of the tips I'm going to share with you. So using a relaxer that's extra strong could be the reason why you're burning your hair. You can still get effective results if you use a mild strength relaxer. The second reason why you might be getting burned when you relax your hair is because you're leaving the relaxer on for too long. Longer does not equal better. Your hair can process at a time that doesn't require your scalp to start burning. Burning of the scalp is not proof that your hair has straightened to the desired length. So please get that out of your mind, out of your head, if you think this is the case. The third reason is that you're not prepping your scalp for relaxers. There are actually protocols that you should follow, or I recommend you follow, if you want to ensure that your relaxers go as smoothly as possible. So now that we've gone into the 3 reasons why you're probably getting burned, I'm going to give you my 5 tips on how you can actually prevent relaxer burns. The first tip is don't wash your hair at least a week before. So this is the situation where having dirty hair, yes, you want to come to the salon the day of your relaxer with a dirty scalp. That's at least 1 week post-wash day, so that your scalp has accumulated oils and dirt that would help form a barrier between your scalp and the relaxer. So you want to ensure that you're not washing your hair or getting your scalp wet at least 1 week before the relaxer appointment. So pack away your shampoos, your conditioners. You can save that for after you've relaxed your hair. The second tip is to avoid touching or manipulating your scalp at least 48 hours before you relax your hair. And by manipulation, I mean wigs, I mean braids. So if you're in any form of protective style, then I suggest you take that out at least 48 hours before your relaxer appointment. Scratching your scalp, itching your scalp, doing tight hairstyles, tight ponytails, anything that would cause tension on your scalp, you want to avoid. A simple way that I pack my hair before leading up to relaxers, I don't wear wigs, weaves, or braids. I simply sleek my hair all the way to the back, and I use a silk scrunchie on to pack my hair up. Or better yet, I literally just comb my hair. You don't want to comb your hair either. Let me put that out there. You don't want to comb your hair either. So I essentially sleek my hair to the back, take a headband like so, and I sleek my hair all the way back like this, and I carry my hair like this 48 hours and the days leading up to my relaxer. I don't comb my hair. At night, I just tie it with my silk wrap and my hair bonnet, and I put it in, and in the morning I take it off, do not comb it, and I just put a headband in and call it a day. So you really want to leave your scalp alone, because Any manipulation of the scalp is going to cause aggravation, and that is going to cause more sensitivity on the day of your relaxer. So this is probably the most important tip that I have for you. Please avoid your scalp getting wet, scratching, itching, combing, brushing at least 48 hours before. If your hair is dirty and it's itchy, the most you can do is tap it lightly, but do not use your fingers or nails to itch it. I know I'm going on and on about this point, but that's because it's extremely important, and it's the difference between your scalp burning and you having a free relaxer day. So please avoid touching your scalp for at least 48 hours before you relax your hair. The third reason, or the third tip I have, is to grease your scalp. And you can do this right before you relax your hair. You can ask your stylist to grease your scalp, the edges and the areas that you're more prone to burn. I'm usually prone to getting burned around my edges, and so typically my stylist would relax those areas last. And essentially, grease your scalp with Vaseline or an oil to help form a barrier and slow down the relaxer processing time. So it just means that your hair will take longer to process, but it also means that you're going to prevent having burns. The fourth tip is to use a mild strength or a sensitive scalp relaxer. This alludes to the first points that I had earlier on, where stronger is not necessarily better. You don't need to use the strongest relaxer or the strongest level in a relaxer in hopes that your hair will get straight. Your hair can still get bone straight from using a mild strength relaxer. And it does mean your hair will take longer to process, but it also minimizes your risk of burns. So the last and final tip, the fifth tip, is if you do follow all these tips to a T and you still end up burning, this is one tip that a stylist of mine gave me back while I was in college, and I still adhere to till this day. So you know when your hair burns from a relaxer, there's always that after smell, that after odor of like burnt hair that you have when you leave the salon. You smell like burnt hair or burnt or like relaxer. If you want to ensure that you get rid of that smell and you also heal the burns that you have on your scalp as a result of relaxer burns, I suggest that you ask your stylist to give you a white vinegar rinse. So once your hair is done relaxing and your stylist rinses off the relaxer from your hair and washes your hair maybe once, let your stylist pour as much vinegar all around your hair and scalp, especially on the areas that had the burns, and it's going to heal your scabs and ensure that you don't have that relaxer odor, and you also don't have scabs from where your scalp got burned. I swear by this trick, it works every time. A disclaimer though, it stings, it hurts a lot, but it hurts for like 5 minutes, and then not 5 minutes. It stings or burns for like 5 seconds and then it's gone, but it's so effective at healing your scalp and just getting rid of that odor and getting rid of the scabs that would have formed on your scalp. So this stuff works like a charm, and please try it and give me your feedback if you do. Again, it does sting, but I believe it's worth it for getting your scalp balanced and healthy, so you don't leave the salon smelling like trash and your scalp isn't all gooey and pussy from the burns that you've obtained when you relaxed your hair. I'm going to give this bonus tip, but I know in the internet streets everyone is an advocate for self relaxers. I don't advocate that. I believe it's best to leave that to a professional. If you know how to do it yourself effectively, then you're welcome to do it. But if you're someone who is not a DIY queen like I am not, I suggest you find a good professional who can do your relaxers for you so you can actually prevent burns, because lack of expertise is also another reason why people get burned or you turn out with underprocessed hair. So if you can find someone who can do it for you, a stylist, a friend who has skills, heavy on the skills, then you can go that route. So these are my 5 tips for preventing relaxer burns and having a burn-free relaxer experience. If you've learned something new, please leave a comment down below and let me know. If you try any of my tips and they work for you, I'd love to hear your feedback. Tell me, what are your tips on having a burn-free relaxer hair day? I would love to know. So let's have a conversation down in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.